Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. New year, new video, same grind, you already know. I hope y'all doing well on this new year. 2025 is upon us, and yeah, I hope y'all celebrated with your family, your friends. I had a good time, and yeah, I know some of y'all still on vacation before the start of school or something like that, you know. I know for people that is college, they're gonna start like later this month, like I think it's the last week of this month, and yeah, it's back to the usual grind. But you know, while you're on vacation, you know, take the time to rest yourself and, you know, do the things that you enjoy, you know, because when you're gonna go back to the usual routine, the usual grind, you know, you won't probably have time to enjoy those things. And yeah, so I'm making this video today, as you can see the title, on how you can make your 2025 beneficial for your art journey, for the art grind. I'm making this video because, you know, normally I will put episode 4 or part 4 of the pre-animation school training arc series, but I wanted to start this year with a video to, you know, help some artists to set themselves up for 2025 and, you know, really make some improvements, get some gains in the art journey, level up, you know, because I remember 2 years ago around exactly this time, this is why I started I started the mentorship, and that year from January 2023 till September 2023, I was practicing, studying every day my art in a technical sense, you know, and I made a lot of improvement and in the technical side of things. But when it comes to creativity, I suffered a lot, and I was really doubting myself as an artist at the time. But this is why I really put the work into my creativity a bit more, and also in the past couple of weeks, I've been falling to that trap again, falling to focus too much on the technical skills. But now my creativity is suffering again. And I'm really practicing on that again. So yeah, so I'm making this video so I can give you some tips and advice, or maybe just some guidelines on how you can take you know, make good progress in your art journey for 2025. I already made videos about the things I'm going to talk about, so every time I'm going to talk about something, I'm gonna put you know, a reference of that in the video, you know, or the card over there, and you can watch those videos. You know, they might be outdated a little bit, you know, outdated of a year, okay, but they still apply, because this is, if I had to redo it to reach a certain level, I will do the same thing, because this is what worked for me. And you know, what worked for me might not work for you, but you can take inspiration from what I did, so you can you know, make improvement for your own journey. So yeah, so I'm gonna start with the beginners, you know, people that just getting started, that never joined their life, but you know, that, you know, they didn't touch the pen and the paper for a while to do creative stuff. You know, if for 2025 you want to start doing art, and you know, you didn't really touch art since I don't know, the last time you draw, maybe since high school, maybe elementary school even, and you want to start your journey and start to explore art, you know, for real, don't even worry about the technical skills, don't worry about anything of that. What you want to start doing for this year is that, you know, just show up consistently. You know, if you can do it every day, but I know that if you got other responsibilities, you know, family, a 9-to-5, or a business that taking a lot of your time, but art is just a hobby for now, and it's supposed to be a hobby for now, not something you're gonna take seriously as a beginner. You know, if art is just a hobby, just show up as much as you can on a daily basis, you know, or set time in the day, or set time in the week where you're gonna really dedicate yourself to draw. And honestly, you just need to spend like maybe a minimum of 20 minutes, maximum 30 if you can, and just draw the things that you like. Honestly, you know, draw the things that interest you. You know, like it can be your favorite show, your favorite anime, manga, a game that you've been playing lately, a movie that you watched recently, you want to make an art of it. You know, do something. You know, just draw something. You know, don't worry about, oh, do I get this right, do I did my proportion right, or whatever. You don't, just draw. You know, now you just want to build your quote unquote stamina, and your build your creative bank, your interest for your art. You know, you want to see if you want to do art, like if you want to pursue art, if you want to pursue it to make it better, or even a career later on, or and also just just explore what interests you, explore things that might be interesting for you, you know. And yeah, that's really like the all advice I got for beginners, you know. Just explore, just do things, you know. Like think of it like an open world, you know, like, you know, in open world RPGs or open world action game, you know, like there's games like they don't tell you exactly what you need to do, but they say, yeah, you can do this, you can do that and that, but you don't have to do the specific order. This is exactly the same for beginner artists, you know. You don't have to do anything specific, a specific order. You can do a lot of things, explore them, do them, and see what click with you, what doesn't click with you, and from there move on, you know. Keep doing art and just be consistent. Also, this is another thing that you practicing is be consistent at showing up, because when you just get started a new habit, the most difficult part of this habit is to be consistent, you know. Build consistency to show up every day even when you don't feel like it. And since you're a beginner, there's gonna be a lot of time you don't feel like drawing, especially if you're not used to it, because, you know, like I said, you might get other responsibilities that ask you a lot of your mental energy, so you might not want to do art a day, and it's totally fine, you know. You're just getting started, so you don't have the same discipline as someone that's been doing art for a couple of years now, you know. So don't be too hard on yourself. Enjoy the process, enjoy the things that you draw the things that interest you. And yeah, so that's all my advice I got for beginners. For intermediate artists, you know, this is where I am right now currently. So, well, I am here, but maybe a higher level of intermediate, you know. But for those who are intermediate level, and this is where exactly was 2 years ago with my art, you know. This is where you start, where you already have an idea of what you want for your art, and you already explore a lot of medium, you tried a lot of things, and you start to have a pattern of things you do consistently, but you don't have the right foundation to do the art properly. Like, you can draw, of course, like we can recognize that you know how to draw, well, you know how you know how to draw a part of the certain part of the bodies, but they might look weird, they might look flat and everything. You know, you got the ideas, you know how to put them in the paper, but they don't live to your expectation. They don't have the full potential of what a professional artist can do. And at this level, this is where you want to start focusing on the technical side of things, you know. And I made a YouTube video series of 3-part where I explain how you can upgrade your art within a year, and it goes level by level on how you can upgrade it. Also advise this, at least the first episode, I at least advise it for the beginner artists, you know, to work on at least on level 1, working on their draftmanship, you know, just to get used to draw lines and be more confident with your line work. Because I know beginners might do a lot of chicken scratches on the sketches, and this is an habit that you don't want to develop, you know, or you want to get out of it, a bad habit, you want to get out of it as soon as possible. So I advise also beginners and intermediates to do this practice. Do a lot of draftmanship practice, you know, draw a bunch of straight lines or horizontal, vertical, curve, S curves, and so on and so forth, you know. So yeah, you can watch this YouTube video series as 3-parter. I explain every level into details on what you can do, and those are everything that I've done in my mentorship back in 2023, and that actually helped me level up my fundamentals. Like, my art actually doesn't feel flat anymore. I'm more aware of the depth and the volume of my drawings. There's things that I still need to work on even now today, but the weaknesses that I have today compared to what I have back then is completely like different. Like, the weaknesses I have today is not that bad, you know. It's not, well, it's bad of course, but you know, it's something that can be easily fixed because I got the main knowledge there, and you can see like the knowledge has been applied there. So yeah, for intermediate artists, you know, start focusing on those things and really take the time, you know, to focus on one level at a time. You know, you don't want to rush in just because you feel comfortable, you know. Like, test yourself, you know, spend at least, you know, like for each level, I think I spent at least a month or 2 to do them, and that to me is an exception. To me is something that you're gonna work on in your entire career, unless you become a master like Kim Jong-gi. But yeah, anatomy is something that you're gonna work for a long period of time. And there's a way you can study anatomy. I made a video about it. The link's gonna be also in the description. You're gonna see a little thumbnail in the editing if I don't forget to put it. And yeah, I made a video about it, how you can study anatomy in 2 different ways, and it can really help you. But this is like later in the levels. Start with level 1, then level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I think I divide them into 6 level if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so intermediate artists, you know, start to focus your fundamentals, practice them consistently, and you want to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour a day if you can, you know, to study your fundamentals. And also, like I said earlier, I fall in a trap where I only focus on the technical stuff so much that, yes, I'm getting better at doing technical stuff. You know, I'm drawing shape, form, volumes, building human bodies, you know, simplifying the human body. But I really had a hard time to simplify in a more creative way, in a finer aesthetic. Like I knew how I wanted to draw the things, but I had a really hard time to do it, or find even express myself in the artwork that I'm trying to do. Like I always settle for what I did because I was too focused on the technical side of things, and you don't want to do that, you know. Like, yes, you have to focus on the technical stuff, but use the technical stuff just to make logic out of your creative stuff, you know. You want to be able to really exaggerate as much as you can, but without breaking too much logic, you know. That's why they always said, you know, to break the rules you need to know the rules, you know. But right now I'm too focused on the rules, and I'm scared to break them, because every time I start breaking the rule, I always end up doing something that I'm not expecting, or it always look wrong, you know. Or, you know, when I'm asking for critique, you know, that like sometimes the critique I will get will be something around like, oh, as if I didn't know how to draw the thing. But I know how to draw it just because I tried to do something different here. So I go back to my technical stuff and stay limited to my technical stuff. Then after that I get critique and I say, yeah, you did this pretty well, but you know, you can push it a bit more. But then if I push it, it's wrong, you know. So it's really like you need to find a balance between the technique side of things and the creative side of things, but don't let your creative side die, because this is really important. As an artist, you need to be creative. You need to be able to push past the rules. Of course, stay in the logic, you know, try to balance everything out. If you try to exaggerate something in your art, so people can make sense out of it, it doesn't look too off, you know. And of course, the goal is not to be perfect, you know. Nobody's gonna be a perfect artist, you know, unless you're Kim Jong-un now. But yeah, honestly, Kim Jong-un for me is a perfect artist, because, you know, that guy can draw like without a base sketch or anything like that. It just can draw from the mind. I'm like, god damn, I can't reach that level like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much my advice for intermediate artists. Just, you know, focus your fundamentals, spend at least a minimum 30 minutes, if you can 1 hour, so you know you get those gains in, and take your time for each level to get really, you know, at a decent level, because every artist is gonna have something where they're really good at, and there's gonna be other things they're gonna be bad at, and you want to compensate to put everything about the same level, or at least a level enough that it doesn't look too off, you know. Like there'll be artists that will be good at drawing characters, but they're really bad at drawing background. I'm totally targeting myself right now, but you know, when they start drawing backgrounds and they feel like they don't know how to draw anymore, so you have to practice how to draw background, and you know, after that, you know, try to balance it out with your characters. And of course, we will see that you don't know how, well, not you don't know how, but they will see that it's not your strongest point, but at least it's decent enough to not look too off. And you want to balance everything out, balance every skill that you have as an artist. And now for advanced artists. Okay, honestly, I don't really have any tips for any advanced artists, because I'm not an advanced artist myself, but I'm just gonna reuse the words that my mentor told me back then in 2023. He told me that pro artists are just pros because they just do the basic stuff really well, meaning they really mastered the fundamentals. So for advanced artists, or if you want to go from intermediate to advanced or professional artists, well, just get good at your fundamentals. That's all that's all advice I can give you, because I'm not a professional artist myself, so I can't really go all in and give you all the tips. Like, I got ideas, I got theories on how you can practice or you can make your art better for 2025 as an advanced artist, but I'm not even sure if it's gonna work, because I'm not there yet. So that's why I'm just using the words of my mentor, which is better than me at art. And you know, for me, he's a professional artist, he's an advanced artist, his cartooning skill is really good. And yeah, so if he's at the levels, because like he told me, it's because those professional artists that you admire, you know, that are in the industry or that do your favorite shows and all this stuff, they're able to do those things because they do the fundamentals really well. So yeah, so, and of course the creativity is there as well. You know, they have a lot of creativity, they know how to design and all this stuff. You know, you want to be able to master all of those things, even though you're gonna have some part of your skills that's gonna be weaker than others. You know, you cannot be good at everything, or unless you could become a jack of all trades and you are you're good at everything, but you're not a pro you're not a pro at something, you know. So yeah, but anyway, so that's all I got for today's video actually. And yes, nice, it's a short video. This time I tried to not fix myself and say, oh, I'm gonna try to make a short video, and then I end up to make a 30 minutes video. So yeah, so this was really short. And yeah, so those are all my advice for today, for every artist that try to make a lot of gains, a lot of level up for 2025. And like I said, all the videos that I have about those things, especially for intermediate artists, all the links will be in the description box below, or you can find them in the cards at the top right of this video. And yeah, feel free to watch them and share them with other artists. And also remember, for intermediate artists, I got another thing for y'all. Those are for more intermediate artists that are like, you know, they have the fundamentals. It's right there, you know, like they have a good understanding about their how to draw, you know, basic bodies, basic shapes, and all the stuff, basic volumes. And you know, they want to explore more the creativity, they want to push their creative levels because they feel trapped like me. I got this art challenge I made for myself, which is a 12-week challenge, and the concept of it is that this 12-week challenge is literally a year, you know, like every week it's a month of the year, and you put yourself in a mindset as if like, oh, okay, in 12 weeks I have to finish my goal, my year plan, you know, like, you know, every year you got a resolution, you got goals you want to accomplish for the year. What if you can accomplish those things in 12 weeks, you know? So this will lit a fire behind your ass, and you'll push yourself to really work hard to achieve those things. And like I said, I know not everyone will have the opportunity to do those challenges because responsibilities, I understand that. But if you're in a position where you can actually you know, spend a lot of time doing your art, a lot of time grinding, I really advise you to do this challenge. I got a video about it on this video, and I even made a whole series about it on my channel, which is the series that it may help me grow my YouTube channel from 100-ish subscribers to almost 300 subscribers. So you know, so I advise to watch at least the first episode, what it looks like, and or at least watch the video talking about this challenge of mine, where you spend 12 weeks focusing only on one skill that you want to improve for this whole week and get better at it. And every week you will really, you know, self-critique yourself, or at least ask another artist that is better than you to critique your work to see if you're gaining the thing you're trying to achieve. And from there, let me tell you, you're gonna level up a lot. It helped me a lot for many things. You know, I remember the first time I did it, I did do it for 12 weeks, I did for a month, and I did it at the end of December, of course, because it's gonna be the new year. And my goal was to focus on getting better at drawing hands. And after December, I wasn't struggling anymore to draw hands. It became easier. I'm not good at drawing hands, but I can draw decent hands now. And after that, I did it for getting better at drawing characters and explore my aesthetic a bit more. And one thing that came out of it is that my aesthetic is getting closer to the artist that I aspire to be or aspire to look like. And also my skills, my fundamental skills are getting a bit better, getting better. There's things here and there that I need to tweak on and need to make it more stronger, so I can really draw the way I'm thinking, the way I'm seeing in my head. And yeah, this is what I'm focusing on for the whole year from January to August, because as you know, starting September, I'm gonna be officially an animation student. Well, I'm technically official animation student, but I'm gonna start my first term, my first year as an animation student, and I'm using this time frame from January to August to really practice as much as possible and get better at drawing my normal skills, you know, my drawing skills, before I start doing the more animated stuff, you know. So yeah, so I advise you to watch those videos to help you, and just you're gonna really level up a lot this year if you do those things and you do it consistently. Consistency is key, and discipline is another thing. Because yes, it's good to have motivation, but motivation is for a short term, and once you don't have this motivation, you will give up. So yeah, it's like the gym, you know. If you don't go to a gym consistently, you won't get that body that you want. You won't lose the weight that you want to lose, and yeah, it's the same thing with art. So yeah, so that will be it for today. Like I said, have a good happy new year. I hope your 2025 is going to be a lot of success. I hope you're gonna grow a lot, gonna find a lot of opportunities in your art journey and many aspects of your life. And yeah, I will let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and like always, keep grinding, take some break, and don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. All right, peace.